Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. So today I have six people with me on the podcast and all six of them are freshers either working as junior DevOps engineers or currently pursuing their internship role. The whole idea of this podcast is to interact with them and understand life of a junior DevOps engineer. What are the challenges they are facing? How did they get into this position? And many other things. So please try to watch this podcast till the end. So first things first, let's start with the interns. So we have Vinaya here, who is currently doing the intern, and also we have Om. So, first question to both of you, how did you get into the internship role? Yeah, Vinaya, maybe you can start.
Hi Abhishek. For me, it's through LinkedIn. I saw the opening on their careers page, and I tried getting referral through LinkedIn. And he referred. He's an application engineer. He's not a DevOps engineer. And my resume got shortlisted. I guess they shortlisted 10 resumes, and there are 2 rounds of interviews. One is a technical. Both are technical actually. One is a Zoom call, and other is a phone call interview. And I got the news. I mean,
So, before that, like, were you applying through the career portals or you were predominantly searching for the opportunities on LinkedIn only?
yeah, I used to search on LinkedIn as well. Searching through every company career portal is bit, I mean, tedious
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
There are few influencers who post the job openings and
Oh,
many
okay.
Telegram channels, right?
Okay, okay.
So that's how I used to at least a minimum of 10 companies. I used to pick minimum of 10 companies. By at the end of the day, I should apply them somehow through referral or not. LinkedIn
Very
is
nice. So, predominantly your way of searching for jobs was LinkedIn and following some people through that networking, you got this opportunity.
yes,
Perfect.
absolutely.
And Om, how was your journey? How did you get into this internship opportunity?
So basically, I started applying the on job portals like Indeed.com and LinkedIn. So what I did was I just focused on mostly focus on making the good profile on the GitHub and like the
Oh, I think we lost you.
and from there I started applying on Indeed.com
Okay.
and there I got my first offer
Okay.
and then I proceeded for the interview process and there I got selected for it.
Okay. So you got this opportunity through Indeed and you were mostly focusing on GitHub building the projects, right?
Yeah.
So here this brings to a very important point because you know Vinaya was searching on LinkedIn and you were searching on Indeed, and for both of you networking is the one that actually played the critical role. And here I have expert on the panel. So Vipul is actually CND organizer, Cloud Native Day Pune organizer, and he was also one of the organizers of KCD. But still, he has done all of these things when he was in the final year of his college. So let's ask Vipul, how did networking help him? Do you see advantages, Vipul?
Yeah, of course, this networking help us a lot, and for me, it's help. It's the basic. I will not say basic step, but it is the step that help me in acquiring multiple offers. So if you have networking with the people who are actually working on in industries, they will refer you. And in my cases, I got one or two interviewers who are who are with me, like working with me in communities, and they are taking my interview.
Oh,
So I
okay.
do have an advantage of that, and that helped me a lot. And networking is the what I in today's world, everyone have degree, everyone
Hmm.
have done a certification and all the things. So what differ from other people is the this networking and how you approach people for the jobs.
Very good. Yeah, I'll come back to that organizer part because
Okay.
doing it in your college, especially events like Kubernetes Community Day is a very big thing. So I'll come back to that part. But before that, I would like to go to Vaidehi. Uh, Vaidehi, when we met last time, I remember we met in Pune and you were searching for jobs. And you said, like, you were almost reaching to a point, but, you were in the final rounds so how did you get into DevOps job role? And would you like to share your journey?
Yes, thank you, Abhishek, for giving me this opportunity. So basically, I came from a non-IT background and I learned DevOps and all the tools from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I completed learning, I started applying from the job portals, and I would say LinkedIn has played a major role. I started applying for the positions that I saw on LinkedIn, as well as I started reaching out to people on LinkedIn. I
Okay.
did cold mails as well, and somehow one of the people replied me back, and through that way, I get into this role.
Okay. So when you say you approached on LinkedIn, I think
Mm.
many people do that, right? Like
Yes.
a lot of people approach others on LinkedIn. So what exactly were you doing different? Because uh, if X person is reaching out to me and you are also reaching out to me, why should I take your profile and apply in my company?
So, yeah, it's important. Like the way you approach it's, I would say it plays a very important role.
Hmm.
So, what I did, I drafted, like I created a template or format of the message, and
Okay.
I most importantly highlighted my skills
Hmm.
and my reason why I'm approaching you.
Okay.
Because once they get the headline, I wanted them to just see and just get put the light on my message,
Got
or
it.
I would say give attention to it. And
Hmm.
I kept it short, not very lengthy. I
Hmm.
kept it short, and what my skill sets are, I majorly explained them what I have done, what projects I did,
Hmm.
and I just use this format while applying to so many people or approaching them.
Got it. And question to both of you, Vinaya and Vaidehi, did you use LinkedIn Premium or was the regular one did the job for you?
In my case, I have used regular one. I didn't go for premium.
Same here, Abhishek.
Okay, just the regular one. Nice. Now, Kranti's journey is actually very unique and he actually comes from a non-IT background. So let's also learn from Kranti. How did he end up in a junior DevOps engineer job role?
Hi, Abhishek. Thanks for inviting me. Myself, I'm Kranti. You all know, like, I'm from hotel management background, so completely out of the IT world. So then, during pandemic, I came back to India. Then I was struggling in how to choose my career and where I have to build my career. Then I'm looking so many things in marketing or some other jobs, but I don't have any idea about this DevOps and cloud things on that particular time. It will around like 2021 and 22 that particular time. So then one of my friends suggested me. So he has also like my a college mate in a hotel management. Then he's working in Capgemini, some UiPath history comes. Then a little bit I was like okay, curious about this job role. I am, and my family also thinking after a pandemic they are very worried about going out of the hometown or going out of the India. They are very worried and they strongly suggest me just do whatever you want to do in India only. Uh, then I just research about the things like Salesforce and remaining what is I don't know any coding knowledge. So then I was research about the what are the things is like suitable to me. Then I was curious about the cloud and DevOps things and how that is booming in trends. So then without any doubt, then I start learning. So it's around like 4 to 5 months it take to my
Awesome.
learning from scratch. You all know, like I shared in our
Yeah.
in things also. So
Basically,
that's the plan.
I mean, basically, coming from a hotel management background, it's completely out of IT, not anywhere related to technology, but still you ended in a DevOps job. So, a very inspiring journey. We will come to the questions of that. Before
Thank you.
we move to the next question, I'll also ask Vishwa. So, Vishwa, how is your journey? How did you get into junior DevOps job role? How many companies did you apply?
Hi, Abhishek. Actually, thanks for taking me to your channel again. Um, Actually, as I said earlier in the podcast we did 1 or 2 months back, I applied around 6 months consistently. I have started learning DevOps in my third year.
Okay.
In August 2022, I started watching various of YouTube channels. Started doing various of projects in Git from GitHub. I
Hmm.
started Golang and I moved to Linux. Then I learned about networking. Then started doing Docker related projects. Then I did learn the Ansible.
Hmm.
Then slowly I came to know about your YouTube channel via LinkedIn. Some people were posting about your
Hmm.
channel. Then I started watching your 45 days of playlist. Then eventually, in after 1.5 months only, I started applying to the jobs. I
Okay.
got around 400 rejections mail.
400. Okay. Hmm.
And also cold emailing is a difficult one. We can't find people's email easily. Even if
Hmm.
we found, if we send email, it will bounce back. So
Okay.
it's a in 10 emails, around 2 to 3 will be successful email. Rest of the things are will be bounce back.
Okay.
I around did
Sorry.
130, 140 cold emails. In
Sorry,
that, I
but
got one.
what is cold email? Because I mean, I don't know. What
Yeah,
is cold email?
cold emailing means asking some person
Hmm.
to get an thing which we need. In a technical way, let's say I'll send an email to you
Hmm.
that I am a person who is doing this and I
Hmm.
am interested in that,
Hmm.
which is available in your
Okay. Got it.
would you be able to refer me to
Refer
that?
me. Okay.
Yeah, like an referral. It's not cold email.
Hmm.
Around in 130, I got around 7 replies. In 7 replies, only one is saying that I would be the perfect fit for the role for
Okay.
a starter, but they told me to come to Noida for an interview.
Okay.
I'm in Chennai. It was 2,000 kilometers away, so I thought of asking them a remote role,
Yeah.
but they negated it. Then slowly I got unpaid intern positions, but I negated that because I put around 2 years of effort. At least I need some amount
Yes.
to make me move to 0 to 1, right?
Hmm.
So I waited it. Then I got an offer from LinkedIn. My CEO posted a job post. Then I went commented a small brief. Then I got an
Very
interview.
nice.
I got. Now I am working as a lead role actually in my company. I am the only person working
Okay.
in the.
Okay.
So my CEO will be like, you decide whatever you want, you do on your own. That
Very
much
nice.
exposure I get in my this company.
So
That's
Vishwa,
the
you were talking about projects, right? So I
yes.
would ask all of you one question. So while you are learning DevOps, what is that one project that you like the most? It can be any tool in DevOps, any technology, but you know, you feel like ask me about this in interview and I'll definitely crack the interview. Like you must had one such thing, right? Like for example, if I am facing an interview, if someone asks me about Kubernetes, I'll feel very confident. Okay, like that. What was one thing for you? Let's start from Vaidehi.
Yes. So while I was preparing, I started with Docker.
Hmm.
Before that, I have already completed the Linux fundamentals, and I started with Docker. So with Docker, I was very comfortable.
Okay.
After that, I learned Kubernetes as well. But this was the one tool which I practiced a lot, practiced all the commands, and I was a bit confident. Like
Okay.
if you ask me any question, not of advanced like of
Hmm.
Docker Compose, but basic Dockers which were needed for that role, I was very comfortable with that.
Fundamentals. Basically,
Fundamental.
you are
Yes,
very strong with the root
yes,
concepts. Hmm.
yes. Because I have also done projects as well, so I was
Hmm.
comfortable with that.
Perfect. And Vinaya, how was uh, like with you? What was that one thing you were very confident?
Uh, Abhishek, I want to be so frank here because I have joined this DevOps thing in January,
Okay.
and now it's been like 6 months of my internship, and we use the internal tools of our company.
Okay.
What I can say is I can perfectly explain. These 6 months, I need to master all the internal tools what we
Got it.
have. So I guess I can clearly explain you all the internal tools what we use in in our company.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Actually, DevOps is like a culture. It doesn't matter. Like you're working on internal tools or the popular tools. What actually matters is the fundamentals. Like, you know, for CI/CD, you might be using an internal tool, but
That's that's an Jenkins only. I'm good at that,
okay,
but we
but
don't use Groovy scripting.
okay, fine, got it. And Vipul, how about you? Like, if you were facing an interview and what do you feel that interviewer should ask you? Like you ask me this and I'm very confident about it.
Yeah, I will give you two scenarios. Like before getting this offer, I do have one project called AWS Cloud Cost Optimization.
Oh wow.
So, so it's basically a project that will scan your entire account
Hmm.
and find out the resources that are unused and
Still. Hmm.
are there in multiple regions. So
Okay.
what it does was it will give you a list of the things that you that are running in your account
Hmm.
that are unused. Like
Hmm.
if some cluster is there, it has no node or an EBS volume not attached to an instances like this. So it will give you a list, and it will also the things that you need to is just tick mark and delete on UI on our like UI that have we have built. So we
Okay.
have built that UI. So it will give you a list as well, and after deleting it, the things will be deleted from your account.
Hmm.
So that what I had built during my BTech, but after this my role and in SRE, if somebody asks me about Kubernetes and Helm charts and Argo, so I am much more
More
confident.
confident.
Yeah.
Got it. Vishwa, while you were preparing for interviews, what was your that one project that you feel that, you know, this is the project which I have explained well in the interview and that led to the placement?
Actually, it was a cost optimization project
Oh, same.
which is available in your YouTube video,
Yeah.
and under AWS CI/CD pipeline. I mean code
Okay.
pipeline.
Okay.
In the interview, it helped me a lot, and also a Grafana project, which has
Hmm.
also helped me a lot.
Okay.
Uh, Actually, my strong side is that I will fix the things easily. Like let's say I'll give a scenario in for my one of my client where I'm having an app.
Hmm.
In that it is a money based app. Okay,
Okay.
someone will pay in the third party apps, then it will redirect to our app. Okay,
Hmm.
where our app was running in the cloud. Okay, while redirecting we were not getting responses.
Okay.
My senior dev asked me what might be the issue like that. Then
Hmm.
I thought it would be an port issue. Every response will be coming in and out via port, right?
Yes.
I just said to him, you go and find the port number and you just add it in the inbound. It will fix the issue like that. In this 4 months, I learned a lot actually, and my work.
Troubleshooting.
Yeah,
You like
my work.
troubleshooting.
Yeah, I like troubleshooting, and it was easily I can fix things.
Got
Like
it.
I'll try to search the Google to find out what are the causes.
Hmm.
So I'm strong in that.
Perfect. Now let's quickly ask Om. Om, what is your uh, favorite project while looking for internship opportunities?
So mostly I like to work with Docker and Kubernetes concepts. So in company itself, we are using the Docker mostly. So we are
Okay.
maintaining the Redis containers and other things like MySQL containers. So we have to maintain that containers. And for that, what we can say, my favorite project was like the dockerizing the two-tier application and that maintaining them within the same network. So that
Nice.
was my favorite project. And mostly in company, we are containing means our application is containerized in Docker. So we are using that Docker in.
Perfect. Kranti, how about you?
Yeah, Hannah. So before like getting to interview, I was very strong in Jenkins and integrated tools with Jenkins because my Jenkins pipeline failed over like more than 100 times. So I
Okay.
learned I learned from there like with errors like integration issues, like version issues, security issues.
Hmm.
Because of that failure, I was very strong in the Jenkins concept. Then the story you tell about VPC concept, and luckily I got an interviewer from about VPC networking things. Then your story is rounded in my mind. Just I threw that story to her. So this networking and Jenkins things is very strong.
Perfect. And like while you were giving interviews, again, question to all of you. Uh, how was the questions around programming? Were they asking you on data structures, or were they focusing on scripting, programming, or what is in your resume? So again, let's start. Now this time I'll start with Vipul. So did they ask you questions on DSA, or what kind of programming or scripting questions?
Yeah, they do ask me a question of data structure. Firstly, they started with array. So
Hmm.
they had given me an array, and they had given me a task to just sort it out. And
Okay.
uh, after that, second question was of a linked list, and they asked me to reverse and linked list. So the basic question of linked list to reverse and linked list, or
Hmm.
so this is the second question I got. And in cell scripting, they asked me a basic question of summing up two numbers and
Hmm.
storing it result in the third number. And coming to cloud as well as DevOps, they asked me about this what we call the CIDR ranges that
Okay.
I learned from your one of the YouTube video. That's, I guess, the seventh number of the video. I do, yeah, when I got that question, I recall your video, and yeah,
Nice.
because of that, I answered that question, and as well as multiple networking concept. They ask me about OSI layers as well.
Got it.
Uh, yeah, these all the things
So
that
regarding programming, I mean, if we restrict this question to programming, so for you, basically they asked linked list and arrays. I
arrays,
I think I believe your background is computer sciences,
right?
right?
See,
Okay, that might be reason as well. Let's see from others how it was for them. Um, Vaidehi, how was it for you?
Mm. So basically, they didn't ask me any question from programming
Okay.
because in my resume, like there was nothing from programming point of view as well because I didn't belong to that also,
Okay.
and also that they didn't even expect
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
the role they were giving me was for the junior DevOps engineer,
Hmm.
and from that point of view, for them it was important for me to know Terraform
Hmm.
or Docker, Kubernetes concepts. So mostly and most importantly, the cloud concepts that
Okay.
you should be good in cloud knowledge. So
Hmm.
my interview and all my questions were around this only, and my projects what I did.
Okay. So what is your background?
So basically, I belong from mechanical engineering.
Mechanical. Okay. Again, that makes sense because
Yeah.
right. Okay. Vinaya, how was that for you? Like, did they ask any programming or scripting?
Yeah, yes, Abhishek. My interviewer asked me two programming questions, which belongs in the category of strings only.
Okay.
And next, he asked basic DBMS questions. I wants to test my SQL knowledge as well. And other question which I mostly remember is my manager asking me how do we compile a C file, how binaries
Hmm.
get generated. Yeah, these are the major questions.
I think your background is also from CS, right?
No, no, I'm yeah. Partly, I can say my major is ECE.
Okay.
I also did a minor in computer science as well.
Yeah, I was looking at your LinkedIn profile. That's why. Okay. And Om, did they ask you any questions on data structures or programming? What questions?
Yeah, in resume itself, I mentioned about the Python. So they
Okay.
asked me about the Python modules. What is the time module, and what
Hmm.
are the input libraries that can be used in? So I had done the one project, and they asked me about that project. What you have used in this? So that's about programming, and they asked me about a little bit of shell scripts.
Hmm.
So they asked me how will you use a grep command? How will you use the AWK command, SAD? So they said me they give me one syntax and they said me what is a correct in this and what is a wrong in this. So
Oh, okay.
that I have to do.
Okay. Kranti, did they ask any programming in your case?
Yeah, no, Abhishek. Actually, I didn't get anything from programming language, but they asked me like about scripting, like MS scripting and Terraform scripting and Jenkins pipeline scripting and just basic day-to-day use Linux commands and commands, those things. Yeah,
Got
they
it.
didn't test anything about programming.
Vishwa, in your case, any programming, data structures?
No, Vishek, I haven't heard any questions from the.
What is your background, Vishwa? Uh,
Actually, I am IT background.
IT
I'm
background.
information technology,
Okay.
and I mentioned coding languages in resume also.
Okay.
I know to code in Java and Golang. For a Golang developer role, they asked everything to code like that.
Hmm.
But even on that role itself, they haven't asked anything from DSA.
Hmm.
Uh, when I gave DevOps or Linux admin interviews like that, I was asked around. Mostly they were focused on Kubernetes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. And as a freshers, one thing you always have in mind, like even when I was a fresher, first thing is I have to get a job. Once I get a job, the second thing would be uh, it would be better if I get a better package, right? So these two things will always run your mind. Now that you are working as DevOps engineers, I want to understand from you all, is the package competitive with uh, developers? Of course, compare with the same companies. Like, you shouldn't be comparing with a developer working in Google. So within your organizations or a friends of yours working in similar organization, do you think DevOps engineer salaries are competitive, less, more? Let's start from Vipul.
Uh, yeah, I think we go like salaries are competitive with respect to developers for DevOps as well as SREs because we are not restricting ourselves to a particular what tools or something like
Hmm.
we daily get an new what we call new issue
Challenge, yeah, new
right
challenge.
new
Yeah.
challenge and we resolve it in our way that we have built by practicing and learning new things.
Hmm.
So in my company, yeah, it's there.
Okay, that reminded me of a very interesting question. I'll come back to that, but let's complete this one. So next, who is next? Let's go to Vinaya. What do you think?
Uh, Actually, Abhishek, I want to tell here, I had an developer opportunity as well.
Hmm.
They are offering an extra amount when my manager will be also offering some amount, which I consider it as Y. What my manager offering is more than the developer roles they are offering. So I definitely say
Okay,
DevOps engineer can earn more, and it's a competitive package actually.
nice.
As
Okay,
a fresher, they're offering very good salary actually.
okay, nice. Let's see if it is similar in all the cases. Let's go to Vaidehi.
Yeah, so actually in my company, we are the basically we don't have the coding
Hmm.
uh, team or as such. We mostly focus on application part.
Okay,
So I think I don't have that comparative part in my same company. But I
got
would
it.
say rather when I was also searching, keeping in mind the role of a DevOps engineer, I would say I have a decent the range they have given me. It was a decent
Good.
for start as a fresher, and yes, I see that there is a large scope going forward with it.
Okay, okay, nice. Thanks for being honest. Kranti, what do you think? In your company or
Yeah,
around, packages are
uh,
competitive or less?
yeah, it's competitive. Actually, in my present organization, we have like testing and Oracle Nexus team is there. So just I like calculate with them. So I feel like we are competitive with them. So I can say
Okay.
we have.
Okay. Vishwa, how is that? Uh, do you think is it competitive or less or more?
Yes, Abhishek. Actually, in my current organization, let's say I'm earning X. In last 3 4 months, I made around 7 to 8 HRs reached out to me where they were offering 2x and 2.5x salary of my current salary. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, the actually even in the market crash, um, they are ready to offer freshers, let's say in India, 50 to 55k in hand salary.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice.
but I would say actually don't go for money, just
Hmm.
for
Very good.
learning.
Very good. Yeah.
Actually, I got an offer from MNC. When I gave an interview for a startup company, that HR said you don't go for that MNC which you already having an offer. You just go for a startup like you are thinking like that. He also said like that
Hmm.
because in startups we learn a lot. Here, I am the only person, so I chose to stay here. Even my parents were telling go there, go to different cities, go to different
Hmm.
states. But I was choose to stay here because I am the only person here. Means I need to lead the project, lead the things right.
Yeah.
So learning makes things. It will pay you later.
That's a very good suggestion, actually. As a fresher, you should never think about pack. Of course, like, I'm not saying that, you should work for free or anything like that. But you should respect your skills. You should respect your time. But if you are getting a good opportunity, do not leave that opportunity just because you are getting little less paid. That's a very good point that you have made. And
Actually, even one HR that reached out to me said, "I'll give you double the pay. Now you are getting like that."
hmm,
I said I am okay with the money. Can you able to interview my friend? I have a friend who is also trying.
okay,
So when they reached out to me, I divert them to my friends.
okay, okay. Hmm,
So that would be good if you know to what to say. Like you need to think a lot
hmm.
before having an deviated mindset. You need to
Yes.
stay where you are learning more.
Hmm.
Apart from learning, only learning will help.
Very good suggestion. Om, the same question to you as well. What do you think? Is it competitive or is it less or more?
We're talking about in DevOps and development. So
Yeah, yeah.
as, as we see in DevOps, like the freshers got little bit of less pay as
Hmm,
compared to seniors and experienced DevOps engineers.
hmm,
So basically, they give us to the small part of the job, and
hmm,
we have to do that. So in my case, like I talked with my manager about it and the stipend and all things. So
hmm,
I said to them that I'm not working for that salary and all this. So
hmm.
I just wanted to work with the senior DevOps engineers and all other people. So
Yes.
they said that yeah, you will be working on you will be working under the senior DevOps engineers and the other application leaders like the Java application manager and other things.
Hmm.
So I told them that.
Perfect. So today I got a very interesting question. Okay. I mean, I keep reading the comments on the channel. So one person questioned me that, Abhishek, you are teaching all of these things. Okay. Uh, Person asked me, like, why can't a developer learn all these things? And why can't a developer do the DevOps job as well? Okay. So obviously I have answer for that. But because you are new into this space, you are working in organization, right? Why do you think you have roles like a developer, tester, DevOps engineer? Why can't developer do all the things so that organization can save the money, not recruiting QE, not recruiting DevOps? Like, uh, let's start from Vishwa.
Actually, it's all about pressure, Abhishek. Even my CEO once said, if you are a developer, DevOps should be uh, easy to understand. Even I
Hmm.
felt while building projects.
Hmm.
Let's say, when I hear terms like asynchronous, synchronous, like
Yes.
that, one of my friend who is a developer already said those terms.
Hmm.
So those kind of things, like let's say I don't have knowledge configuring web servers and all
Hmm.
before. When I came to DevOps today, also I faced things in my production. So I
Hmm.
need to take care of it, right? If you are a developer, you can become a DevOps engineer easily.
Hmm.
It's about understanding, right?
Yes.
Developer can easily make things, but it's all about pressure. In my company, I'll be handling 3 to 4 projects. I
Hmm.
mean, different clients.
Hmm.
So today also I faced three. I have to balance 3 things.
Hmm.
So mentally, you will affect a lot.
Hmm.
I'll be having around 10 to 12 hours daily for office.
Okay.
Even after coming home, I need to take care of something. By
Okay.
11 p.m. I will call my manager to get an MFA to log into Cloud Console.
Okay.
So those kind of things will happen. Developer can't. Even in my company, I can see developers who is working more than I work.
Okay.
So it is all about pressure handling. It is all about time management. Developer can learn easily, but they can't think and create
Hmm.
stuff that they have to do.
Mindset. You are saying basically
It's about mindset.
the mindset that you build as a DevOps engineer. Okay. Nice. Vaidehi, what do you think? Like uh, the same question.
Yeah, I actually completely agree what Vishwa has explained because I feel that like developers can also learn DevOps and they can also implement the same strategies as well.
Hmm.
But the point is time you have to dedicate your time
Hmm.
because there while you are coding and you are implementing all these things, so you are focused on that. You will be giving all your attention to that thing. But being a DevOps engineer, your focus is not on coding level. You
Hmm.
will be managing all the infrastructure, you will be managing the Terraform codes, you'll be looking
Hmm.
into pipelines, so that also requires much attention. So i
Exactly.
think i think that is the main reason this thing and all these roles have came into existence, and company needs DevOps engineers. So
Very
I
good.
believe that this distinction is important also, and that's why I guess DevOps engineers have that importance.
Yeah, that makes sense because
Yes.
I've been developer all my life, and along with development, I also do DevOps. You all know, but you know, one thing what happens is when I am writing code,
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
always believe that application will work. Okay, even if I have to test that application, I will test the positive scenarios. Okay,
Yeah.
back of the mind, I will never go through that negative scenarios. I'll not be testing. Like probably if I have to do both development and testing, I will ignore the pen testing. I'll ignore the regression. I will ignore different kinds of testing that a dedicated test engineer can do. And they also build that mindset, right? Over the years, uh, they dedicate their work on the QE platforms, right? They think about the different ways application can go down, different issues that the customers can face. Okay, let's move and also understand from like Vinaya, you are new, right? You are in the internship role. What did you understand from your very little experience that you have in IT?
Uh, Actually, here what I see is I do work with R&D every day. I do support few products of our Synopsys. I work for Synopsys basically. I
Nice.
do support the licensing product. The licensing is a very big part.
Yes.
I give DevOps support for that, and R&D will be pushing all the codes
Hmm.
all the time. I should run the pipelines. I
Hmm.
guess what Vishwa and Vaide he said is absolutely right. There will be a lot of pressure, and what you said is very much. They just take the positive test cases and leave the
Yeah.
negative parts. I am
Yeah.
the one who said this is failing. Just fix it. Only then I can do the release.
Very good.
The pressure we develop on them. If they do
Hmm.
they do both development and support, and things will workload will be increases, and the quality I guess there it
Hmm.
may decrease because if other person, other hand comes in, I guess we can deliver much more faster and in an efficient way.
Very nice. You're all talking about pressure, right? I want to understand, as a fresher, like, can you maintain work-life balance while working in a DevOps engineer role, or sometimes you compromise in terms of learning? Because, you know, when you are early stages of your career, sometimes you want to learn a lot of things, right? You might stretch yourself. But other than that, can you maintain work-life balance in a DevOps engineer, junior DevOps engineer role? Um, Om, in your case, do you have work-life balance?
Yeah, just I'm in second year now, and currently I'm in second year, and I just completed my semester examination.
Okay.
And my just like my point of view is like I have to maintain my college and plus my internship also.
Okay.
So and I can that also, and I have to learn other things also, from learning from the DSA and other things. So that's
Hmm.
what the critical point of being in a full-time DevOps engineer and managing my the college and other assignments and exam and other things. So that's
Okay.
my
So as an intern, it's very difficult. I totally understand because you're doing internship, especially Om is in second year. I mean, I was surprised when I talked to him for the first time. So he said, I'm in my second year of college and I am working as an intern in DevOps. I thought, okay, what an inspiring journey it is. Uh, okay, we will move to junior DevOps engineers. Like, Vipul, do you have work-life balance?
Yes, I do have, and I do multiple things from there as well, like managing the communities as well as learning. Because being a DevOps engineer, if you want to proceed and in life or proceed on another day to resolve another issue, you should learn before that.
Hmm.
So learning is also mandatory as a DevOps engineer.
Hmm.
So I do have this a good work-life balance. I do go for running as well during evening. So yeah, I do have.
Nice. Uh, Vaidehi, do you have work-life balance?
Yeah, I would say definitely yes, a big yes.
Okay.
I like in past 6 months of experience, I would have rarely experienced the pressure thing. Yes, I do. I accept it because sometimes it is expected from your side that you have to give attention to the
Hmm.
project you're handling. Client side requirements come suddenly, so that is the thing. But other than that, I think definitely yes. And about the learning part, I would say you being a DevOps engineer, I think learning should be your attitude. I think
Yeah.
you should adapt to this,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't burden yourself like, oh my God, I have to learn this, I have to learn that, because
Hmm.
it is a process. Now as you started learning, started working on this path, it should be an ongoing and easygoing process for you, because
Hmm.
there will be times that some new tool will be get introduced, there will be some new changes, and you have to suddenly get adapted to these things, learn this new tool. So I would say like learning should be your attitude only.
Very good. Very good suggestion. Vishwa, in your case, do you have work-life balance?
Actually, I'm a workaholic. I love to
Okay.
work more. Even I'm a night owl. I'll also work in the night.
Hmm.
So I don't think about work-life balance, but I sleep well because
Okay.
having an 8 to 9 hours schedule, when I came home around 9 p.m. means I'll sleep well. Getting
Hmm.
tired, that feels good actually.
Hmm.
So
Right.
Vaidehi said, if you are a DevOps engineer, you need to have an attitude of learning each and
Attitude of
every day.
learning. Yes.
Even like when my first task was creating a Grafana dashboard in my intern. I used
Hmm.
it to create using tools like Prometheus and Grafana. Later, I don't want to leave that dashboards as it is. So
Hmm.
I tried searching for adding more things, and then I got introduced to Loki, Promptile, more and more tools.
Nice.
It's about learning and adding
Hmm.
more features. You need to increase the productivity, right? So
Yes. Yes.
you need to have a mindset to learn each and every day.
Makes sense. Kranti, in your case, like Kranti works from a remote place actually. He works for a startup, and
Yeah.
like it's a place called Vijayawada in Telangana, which is not much of IT oriented place, right? So let's
No, no.
understand. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Actually, I'm working in Anantapur,
Ah,
Anantapur.
Anantapur. Yeah.
My branch is in Anantapur, near to Bangalore. So I'm very happy with my my work balance. Because of that, the great management I have, like very friendly, and the team we have 8 members of AWS DevOps team. So we are chill because everyone it is the first job for the like everyone has freshers only. So we go outing for weekends, we play cricket, and every day will if someone is learning new tool or any new update came from any like champion something. So we are shared
Got it.
together. Amazing.
Hmm.
I
So
never feel bored, brother.
nice. So, as a fresher, what I always feel is, uh, you learn swimming in a swimming pool and then you jump into a sea, right? Because when you learn, you are learning from YouTube tutorials or from your college or any other sources. But when you go to an organization, when I joined an organization back then in 2014, so we used to have server rooms in every company, right? Right now everything is public cloud, but we used to have that server rooms also. Like once I entered that server room and I was like, what all we are going to do? Because huge server rooms, lot of racks, lot of components, and it was all very new for me. Similarly, when you joined, something should be very new for you, right? Because what you have learned and what you will work will obviously be different. So what is that one challenging thing, uh, right from the time you joined and till now? Like Abhishek, I found this very difficult, but with time I got used to. Is there anything like that? Maybe let's start from, mm, this time we'll start from Kranti. Anything that you found difficult?
Yeah, actually, mm, I was very like that's my first job in IT, so I was little worried about like how the environment will be, how the management will be, and I thought like that. But luckily, I joined in January. It is Sankranti moment, so my first week is there is Sankranti festival
Okay.
celebration in my office. So I directly jump into the like dance parties and cooking and so I start with celebrations in my office. So then everyone is become friendly. Then I don't get any fear to like journey with them. So
Okay.
happy start.
It was good start for you. Okay. But let's ask Vaidehi, was there anything that you found difficult? Okay, while learning, this was okay, but while implementing, uh, it was huge or something like that.
Yes, actually, actually, yes. In my case, I did face so many challenges.
Hmm.
Because when we do projects from our end, we don't have any scenarios of production,
Yes.
so we are not exposed to any like sudden change or even you didn't care about the resources that you create because you
Yes.
would have created on your own, so you didn't care about if it gets deleted or if it gets off. But when you work for an organization and you work on the like main production region, you need to be very careful
Hmm.
or like not like you can't be careless and do anything whatever you want when you're
Hmm.
working for some client. You should, so before when I started, so I found this thing like to be yeah, I need to be very careful because sometimes I from my end, if it gets anything deleted
Deleted. Yeah.
or so this
Hmm.
may affect the client and the company as well. And also that thing also this is the part of the tech thing. Also when you are in organization, so you are exposed to clients, you need to talk to them, you
Hmm.
should tell them what the things are going on. So before, because this is my first job in the IT, so I was not very comfortable or known to like how to talk, like how to
Hmm.
present yourself, how to speak to the client. So like I would say rather the first or 1.5 month, I was a bit like underconfident I was feeling.
Hmm.
But with time, I get exposed to many people. I take help from my colleagues also. They help me how to present yourself, how to talk. Like this, these are very small things, but yeah, you may face challenge because when you go very first time, this may be look big, but with time also like you are get used to it. Now
Obviously.
If you ask me now, I feel very confident. Even
Okay,
talking, even presenting, or what, even working on the production part as well. I feel very confident now.
very nice. That reminded me, like, even while writing email, that time we did not have ChatGPT, right? Obviously,
Yes,
like
yes.
if you are writing an email, either you review it. We did not have Grammarly also, or you go to a senior, ask review from the senior. So I used to get my emails also reviewed because email etiquette is also very important.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Vishwa, in your case, what was challenging?
Actually, Abhishek, I have been learning for 2 years, right? I have read many articles, and I'm good at searching. When
Hmm.
I'm doing my task, I easily fix things. I'll do my task well. But one thing I want to tell is, when it comes to DevOps, you need to also take care of cost optimization, right?
Hmm.
One thing happened in my intern actually.
Yeah.
Uh, Last month I saved around 500 USD, 530 USD. Okay,
Very
but
nice.
actually, even after reducing it, the month of June were over than May. Why? Because we will think that a service will cost for that alone, right? Let's
Hmm.
say RDS. I thought RDS only will pay charge for that instance, but I didn't thought that the data transfer will happening there, right? For
Hmm.
that also, AWS will charge. When I reduced around 500, that data transfer thing spiked to additional 300 compared to. I
Okay.
didn't notice that these kind of things will happen. You think that you will reduce those many things, you were optimize these things and all. I reduced small things. Like in your project also, you were focused on EBS, a scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when comes to an organization, we will be having many scenarios, right? Even cutting down an VPC endpoint which is unused also will reduce a $10 per endpoints, like that. So
Exactly.
those kind of things you need to take care. Even I fixed every small things, but suddenly RDS data transfer service alone spiked off of the amount. So
Okay.
you need to know, like it won't happen all of a sudden. You need to learn a lot to know things. This will if we touch that service, that service will charge for many things, right? You need to know
Hmm.
that. Then only you
Got
need
it.
to use that resource. Those kind of things only I struggled a bit.
Okay. Okay. Uh, what was challenging for you, Vinaya?
I want to say it's a small thing, Abhishek, but I want to keep it here.
Yeah.
We have two things in our company. One is the traditional lane, and other is the modern CI/CD, the team which I am into, where they use all the modern tools of other open source tools. But the person who joined Synopsys should into the DevOps team should definitely go to the traditional lane. He should have
Hmm.
a grip on it. Only then he can shift to modern lane. There we use Perforce. If you know, it's
Okay.
a
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, you got it.
I'm in the industry from long time, so I
Yeah.
should know, I should know what is purpose. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not so. I just know the comments I learn, but while implementing them, while using them,
Hmm.
there I did a mistake. They suddenly gave me a product support, which is this licensing product, and
Yeah.
during the release month, I messed up a merge between branches.
Got it.
So that day the debugging and at the end of the day realized I messed up with a merge and
Huh.
using that purpose command so properly there it was very challenging in starting without having any hands-on practice directly going jumping into the product and using all the commands
Got
that to
it.
purpose that was challenging.
Vipul, what was challenging for you?
For me, working on production and during on call, what I face the challenge is this of the databases. Like if database is like we got an alarm of database is running with what we call long running queries. So
Okay.
it's so difficult to find the wrong long running queries and to kill them as well as during, if database is full, we need to increase the EBS volume. So what
Hmm.
I feel like difficult is I need to analyze the graph on Datadog and just find the correct volume that I need to put in. If I like put extra, then it will be costing more for the company. So
Got
I
it.
need to find a accurate like amount that I need to put in EBS volume that I need to increase.
Hmm.
So learning from that graph is somewhat more like calculating wala part. So I feel difficult in that as well.
Also, like, while you are learning, we learn everything like very fancy things, right? How to create a CI/CD pipeline, how to create a Kubernetes cluster, fancy things like advanced monitoring. But when you go to an organization, mostly those things are already there, right? Somebody has set up the CI/CD pipeline already. Somebody, okay, in some cases, yeah, obviously it might not be there. But if you go to a company that is already doing DevOps for some years, you must have seen all these things. Like, were you surprised that, okay, CI/CD is already there, monitoring is already there? No, what do I do? Like, did you face anything like that? Or right now, do you do maintenance activities along with working on new things? Uh, Vishwa, you are a solo DevOps engineer, right? So, in your case, did you have any setup or you are
Uh,
starting everything new?
no, Abhishek. Actually, I am when my company recruited me because they need a DevOps engineer at the first place. I mean, till the date they were not implemented anything with DevOps. They were doing they were using ECR, ECS.
Hmm.
They were using containers. They for deployment they were using containers. But till now, my company didn't move to Kubernetes because of the cost. 3 4 weeks back, so only for concurrency stuff, my CEO asked whether we'll move to Kubernetes or not, like that.
Kubernetes. Hmm.
So I am the person going to use those things in my company.
Hmm.
So I haven't faced anything that they were used already. Nothing
Got
like
it.
that. Yes.
Got it. Kranti, in your case, like, did you have to build things from scratch, or were the things already there for you, and you have to do the maintenance activities or fixes?
Yeah, Abhishek, actually, in my case, I have two, both have things happen. So we have already one project is running in between, but luckily I have got one chance. Like financial application, they have QuickBook application they will use. So they want to deploy in Linux Windows Server. So
Hmm.
for that we make like from scratch we created like one from custom VPC to like deployed in like a QuickBook application private subnets to like created a open VPN and from marketplace. So created like a number of users and we did this one project scratch. And another thing is continuous one project is running. So just monitoring the pipeline and we have to check the
Hmm.
message. It is actually messaging depth. So we have to check CloudWatch logs as the messages are encrypted or not. So every day we have to check that in morning and evening time also.
Mix of
So
both.
in the case, mix of
Basically,
both.
it's mix of both. Okay. Vaidehi, in
Yeah.
your case, how is it?
So basically, in the initial stages, so when I was working on a project, so I had mostly, I would say, rather than this, like the resources were already there, I have to like look after it. Like for example, I was working on ECS in AWS.
Hmm.
So in ECS, there were already tasks running. So it was my job to look into it if any task is failing or not, if they are continuously
Hmm.
running, so that things if the docker files are updated or if they are working, so that thing, it was in initial phase, but now as the time passed, I did have the experience of the one project. In the second one, I have to like build everything from scratch. Even I have to work from scratch
Got
because
it.
I would rather say in my first project I already started with AWS only, so I did project first on AWS. But now, like I do expose to GCP, so I have to learn everything GCP with the GCP also with new. and also like even like creating the resources on GCP with Terraform also, that I'm looking into it. So like it's a mix of both. Like I would say that what role or what task you are given to it mostly depends on that. You should be like able to do handle both the things.
Got it. Got it. Vipul?
For me, it's a mix of both, I can say. Like starting with the building from the scratch.
Mhm.
So what first I task I got is building a separate infra, the clone infra for the production. So that was my first task for that. After that, I got an opportunity to maintaining the first one that I had built with the production. So after that, I got a chance to maintaining all the things and giving the new things that we can put in YAML file and the activities that we do.
Very nice. Now, I have one question which I think many people are interested in. That is, how is AI playing a role in your company? Like in your day-to-day life, in your company, like not for your personal things, like not looking for answers in ChatGPT, not those kind of things. Apart from that, is your organization using any of the AI tools in the DevOps activities, or AI did not come to your regular DevOps day-to-day life yet?
Actually, my company, it's totally based on AI, Abhishek.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
is they are playing many things with Gen AI and all.
Okay.
Even one of my first tasks was Grafana dashboard, right? So
Mm,
we were planning to integrate NLP to it, and we were taught to alert alert the team
mm.
via our own product. I mean, AI product to replace Slack. I mean Slack, that
Slack. Yeah.
like Telegram, like that. So AI is playing a vital role. Even for me, AI, I mean, ChatGPT, Brad supports me a lot to do tasks, but
Yeah.
it doesn't replace us, right? It can help you, but it won't think like you, right?
Yeah.
It is in growing phase, even
Mm,
though it can't. People say it will create things after decades and decades and all, but it won't replace you. It will replace a labor related task. It won't
mm.
replace the creative one, right? So even
Perfect.
in my concern, it is AI based and all. It doesn't replace anyone.
Now that Vishwa also told about that, let's also understand from each of you. Of course, from the level of understanding you have, because you have spent very less time in the industry. So it's okay, whatever you understand. Uh, Explain both the things. One, are you using AI as part of your DevOps engineer life? Second thing, do you think it will replace your job sometime? Vaidehi?
Uh, So in our case, in our company, actually, we do have the ML team,
Oh,
dedicated
okay.
ML teams, which do focus on AI stuffs. So
Nice.
mostly they are focused, and they are using all the new things, and they are involved in that. In our department, I think we are not like dedicatedly using any AI tools.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, and rather, I believe that rather than searching the answers on ChatGPT and all, we are more focused on like finding the answers to Stack Overflow, or all the what are the typical methods mostly.
Got it.
Because I think there you get the like real answers and real solutions. I guess
Hmm.
sometimes ChatGPT may be manipulative. So
Hmm.
like I think you can't be like 100%
Sure.
dependent on that thing. So this is the thing, and I think I am exposed to this only till now.
That's okay. That's okay. Thanks for sharing. Vipul, do you use any AI tools in your regular day-to-day life as a DevOps engineer?
In my organization, we have dedicated AI and MLOps team
Hmm.
that perform multiple tasks and for platform. But
Hmm.
in day-to-day life, we don't use AI and AI, ChatGPT and all.
Got it.
it's restricted for us to use that because of data privacy and all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Vinaya, did you answer this question? Sorry.
Uh,
Yeah.
Here in my organization, there is a dedicated team. I know it's a Gen AI team. There is a
Okay.
very big team which collabs with very big companies. Coming in collab with DevOps, I know that for few products, the check-ins happen so regularly. I mean,
Hmm.
1,000 check-ins happens a day. It's
Hmm.
like a very big product of our company. Like uh, there is a tool where I guess someone has developed it. It can write a SQL query of
Got it.
how many check-ins and based on
Internal.
user, yeah,
It's an internal
only,
tool. Yeah.
yeah, just an internal tool just to read some automation to get the list of all check-ins
Got
based
it.
upon to present in a meeting or something.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. And let me tell all the people who is watching this podcast, it was very difficult to get all these people's 90 minutes time because everyone is working. And so that's the reason why I requested them for a evening meeting. And very kind of them that they were able to take their time out. Before we leave, one word from every one of you. What is that suggestion that you would like to give people who want to make their career in DevOps? Is it good? What is your experience according to experience? What do you want to share with them? Om, first, let's start with you. You're on mute. Okay, I think we lost Om. We will come back. Uh, Vaidehi? Okay, Om is back. So what
Yeah,
is your...
yeah, talking about DevOps, like first we have to understand the basic concepts like what is a DevOps and what is a LDLC, like what is a software development life cycle, how the software works, and how the industry provides the software to the customers and other things. And but then we can learn the basic things, and then we can move on to that. And the big thing is that the for freshers, like if you're learning DevOps and other things, so many of the rumors that the freshers don't have a job positions and other things, but one thing is that it might be true for some cases. And the one thing I can suggest you that you should keep learning. Don't listen to anyone. Just keep doing hard work and just put your all self in it. And you someday you will definitely get it. Mark my word.
Yeah,
That's
definitely, because you got it in second year of college, so we will all believe you that it's possible you made it. Vipul, what is your word for people who is watching this podcast?
For the people who are watching this podcast, I would suggest if you want to be in DevOps, just continue your learning. Don't stop in a midway, because I have multiple examples of people who started for DevOps, who started for cloud, but they stop for they are in midway. And
Hmm.
if you want to be a DevOps or cloud engineer, just continue your learning.
Hmm.
And if you have like good patience and have what we call the ability to solve the issue, and you enjoy in solving the issue, then you are the right person to be in DevOps.
Perfect. And Vipul, you are organizer of CND, KCD. So I want to understand, if someone wants to get into communities, right? Uh, can you share simple roadmap or simple steps? How can someone start with the communities?
Yeah, sure. So for to be in a community, I would suggest firstly you have to sacrifice your Saturday, Sunday, because these community events are on Saturday, Sunday. So
Okay.
if you are a person who wanted to be in community, the first basic thing is for this. What we call this Saturday, Sunday, and you need to attend event. Just start by attending the events that you are interested in. Suppose I am interested in Kubernetes, so I will be attending the events that are more specifically their agenda is on Kubernetes, or the things
Mm,
that the speaker are from Kubernetes background, or they are having a topics of Kubernetes.
Got
So
it.
first start by attending it, and don't go attend and come. Learn something. Apart from learning, just connect with the people who are around you. If you have, if like 10 people, just connect at least with 5, have their LinkedIn account, and just tag them, if that you have attended this and this event, and these are the people I have met, it great meeting with these people.
Got it.
So the first thing, like first 4 to 5 months, if you continue attending a particular meetup or a group, they will surely be interested in taking you as a volunteer. Like
Hmm.
if you like, because people after 2 or 3 months they stop attending it, because they find it like going to a Saturday Sunday with friends or party is another stuff. So if you wanted to be there, then go for it 3 to 4 months. And
Do you
the
have to
audience,
spend any money? Like,
no,
are the
nothing.
communities? Hmm.
Nothing like that, because as I am leading the CNCG Pune with Sagar, so we have around 10 volunteers, so we don't charge anything. Apart from that, we give from our end the goodies that we receive from
Hmm.
CNCF. So the goodies that we have, the vouchers, exam voucher that we have, so we do provide with them, and the exposure they get from the being an volunteer. So the community will surely help in what we call getting a job, and you will be a person who will be contacted first if some job opening is there
Hmm.
in my mind. Like if I have a job opening, if my connection have a job opening, I will surely contacted my volunteers first. Like, yeah, I do have a opening this in this and this company, this is the mail, you can forward it and just let me know this after forwarding the mail.
Very
So
nice.
community help a lot, and the for getting me a job, for me personally, community help a lot, like getting multiple offers, and choosing, giving me an opportunity of choosing the best job. Yeah, that's
Very
community
good.
help. Hmm.
Thanks, Vipul. Vishwa, what is your word for the people watching podcast? Vishwa, you're on mute. Yeah.
Abhishek, yeah. Actually, guys, please don't spend money on any courses. Everything is available on YouTube and Google. You just go and read articles in Medium, Ashnote. You just connect with peoples. Don't spend extra 1 rupee for anything else. You just spend your father, dad's, and mom's money for your bachelor's. Don't spend extra money apart from that. Build connections. Connections will help you a lot. For me, I got many referrals in big companies from my connections. They were
Hmm.
seeing my LinkedIn profile. I was active in LinkedIn, so try to be active in any platform, like either in an article platform. Just publish articles that you know.
Hmm.
Share knowledge, what you're learning every day in LinkedIn and Twitter. Build connections, and don't focus on money. Just start learning. You
Perfect.
just learn now, you will learn later. You will earn it later. So that's it. And also, I want to tell to some senior peoples, please reply to people's. When we reach out to you, you need to guide us. Like when I was learning, I was helping many seniors by connecting to calls, by even for many peoples.
Hmm.
I connected to calls, I connect to via Meet, and I helped a lot. But when we reach to seniors, many are hesitating to respond. Now,
Hmm.
when I came to work, I was not active in LinkedIn, but I try to reply to people within 2 to 3 days. Every day I'll get 10 to 15 messages, but I'll reply at least in 4 3 days.
Uh, I think your audio is breaking.
Sorry, I just got a call.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's the suggestion I give to many experts and seniors. Please reply to freshers. They need you actually. You need to guide
Very,
them. It is a
very,
it is a
very
kind
nice.
request from a fresher.
Very nice
That's it.
suggestion. Thank you. Thank you, Vishwa.
Thank
Kranti.
you.
Kranti, you came from hotel
Yeah,
management background, and today you are working as a DevOps engineer. Definitely inspiration to a lot of people. So, one word from you to people who is watching this podcast.
yeah. Definitely I have promising career in DevOps and AWS cloud things. So I will suggest definitely, but be a all-rounder. So if you want to learn something like cloud, you have to be like understand what is the security networking and what is the tools come, services come from like things for networking and like developer tools and security and monitoring. And so there is four pillars in AWS. So be like at least learn few of the important service in four pillars. Then your resume will be get a little bit higher chance to shortlist. Then uh, make a like hands-on practice is very important thing. So you
Hmm.
go with theoretical knowledge, you don't understand like technical questions. So if you did a hands-on practicing with you make like a hands-on practice, then you will understand the like, what scenario interview is asking. Then you can just explain what you did in like in your hands-on practice. That will be fair enough because most of the we can see interviews like they know like they have like enough knowledge like technical stuff. So if you are good in technical, maybe they don't mind about how you are like telling and how you are explaining. If point is right, they will try to like shortlist you. So there is a
Perfect.
promising career in DevOps. Don't worry about the present market situation. There is no job opportunity, so market will be all right in short period. By God grace, so all the very best to all.
Thank you. Thank you, Kranti. Vaidehi, what is your word for people watching the podcast?
Yes, so the people who are like very, very new, who are trying to switch their career and who want to come into DevOps, I would rather say, rather than like literally just jumping into resources, first, I think you should like see if you are developing the interest, because
Hmm.
interest is something what will drive you and what will keep you walking and learning things.
Makes
So
sense.
I would rather say, rather than just like starting with Docker and starting with learning Kubernetes, I think you should first understand what DevOps says, what fundamental says. Maybe you can give a week of time for you, just like you can search any videos and just be familiar with the terms and what the thing is this all this DevOps world. And then you can start learning, because once you are clear in mind with your goal, you will find n number of resources. Just like I found
Perfect.
you, because you have recognized me in their giveaway contest also. So that thing literally exposed me to the world of connections, to the world of opportunities, even like how should I learn. So before that, because I didn't have any activity on LinkedIn, once you
Hmm.
expose me, literally my activity literally gone up. I understand how all these things work, and
Hmm.
it literally increased my interest to another level.
Yeah,
So
you told me that
yes,
you were
yeah,
not very active on LinkedIn after that AWS event that we conduct, like
mm,
AWS contest that we conducted.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
you started building activity and you started seeing difference in your profile, right?
Yes, literally, and that thing helped me in also further also,
Hmm.
because when you are active, you show your activity, you show your interest. People also get connected with you, and you also like build a relationship with them, and you got to learn new things. So I think that thing everyone should like take away.
Thank you, Vaidehi. Vinaya, what is your word? You are currently interning, right?
Yeah,
But
I'm a
still,
fresher.
but still, from your experience uh, in the software industry, in the DevOps, what is suggestion that you want to give maybe to college grads who is watching this
Yeah,
podcast?
I think we should be very good at our fundamentals, Abhishek. That
Hmm.
plays and in the software industry, we should be very confident at the same time.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, I would like to add that 2024 is a hard year for all the students who are graduating in 2024.
Yes.
What students should believe that upskilling ourselves, and no matter what, whether we see rejections, and rather than stopping it after seeing the rejections, if we upskill ourselves and move forward, apply the jobs, definitely we will be landing at good positions, like how I ended up with a DevOps intern in my 8th semester. I never thought
Nice.
I'll be into this career, and I am here, and very good at basics and learning the modern tools as well.
Very nice.
We should have that upskilling attitude, and confidence is the key. And LinkedIn, as Vaidehi and everyone said, it's the best platform, Abhishek, uh, that everyone should recognize it.
Hmm.
And we can build a very great network from that. This is my word from myself.
Amazing. Once again, thanks to each and every one of you for spending your time with our subscribers and sharing your experience journey. All of their LinkedIn profiles you can find in the pinned comment. So if you want to follow any one of them on LinkedIn, you can get in touch with them. Of course, if they accept your request, and you can ask questions to them. See you all. Thank you so much for watching this podcast. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.